Life doesn't suck, you lost the ability to feel it. Because contrary to popular belief, standing in front of a screen for long hours doesn't make you happy. It makes you dormant. Because the human brain isn't made to live like that, leading you into the place you are right now. A grey world where you feel nothing. Things aren't bad, but they aren't good either. And it feels like you are the only one that's stuck in that place. When all the other people get to move on and live their lives. Feel, have relationships, be happy. While for you, years go by and everything feels like a blur. Drowning, but not feeling like it. And in this video, we are gonna help you find a way out of Anhedonia through 3 different gateways. First of all, my name is Shen and I help people with depression recover their life back. So if you feel lost and need help, just click on the link below. And if it's too hard or too early for you to ask for help, I have a book on depression and it's free. Now moving on. So the first tip is savoring. So let me ask you this. When was the last time your feet felt grass? When was the last time you touched sand? When was the last time you drank a cup of hot coffee and allow yourself to just enjoy it? Pausing all the problems in the world for a moment. And if you don't remember, then you understand why you feel numb, right? You need to savor life in order to want life. You need smell, touch, sounds to keep those senses alive. And this isn't some hippie view on things. There's 2 logical reasons for this. First is sustainability. And this is what's wrong with hustle culture. So if you have a really big goal and you focus everything on that goal, you don't move faster. You burn out because you forget why you wanted that in the first place. Because you stop being able to access that part of you. And this is what causes procrastination, nonsensical impulse buys, toxic relationship, placing you farther from your goal. If the journey is long, then what you need is supplies, not to move faster. The second reason is that savoring makes you smarter. You don't remember memories, you feel them. The brain develops by feeling and not by reading on a screen. There's actually growing research suggesting that sensory richness improves learning and memory. There's a 20-year study that concluded that every time you introduce tech in schools, like digital screens, computers, or iPads, you see a clear drop in test results right after. And this comes from the fact that there's less sensory cues with digital screens than chalkboards, like smell, sound, texture. And these sensations are what help tie knowledge more firmly, allowing you to learn faster. So savoring isn't a waste of time, it's how you become successful. Another reason why you might be suffering from anhedonia is your pleasure centers are short. The brain isn't made to take too much of anything, and when it does, it just shuts off. And this happens mainly with the phone, because the phone is specifically built to make you to be hooked on it. It keeps feeding you dopamine hits to get you to spend more time on it. This happens with apps like porn, social media, games. And when your pleasure centers are up here, then it becomes really difficult for you to find reality interesting, to find the will to solve your life. And the best way to solve this is removing the phone completely from your life. But if you can't, then try scheduling the usage. Like try pushing those apps to the end of the day, before sleep comes in and washes away all that dopamine, making your days feel more balanced. You can use something called modes, which are time settings you can program on your phone, but you can also place timers on the apps. And the third one is mimetic humans. Monkey see, monkey do. And this is how most humans learn. So if you can't feel anything and lost that part of yourself, then go be with someone who knows how to feel. Try painting workshops, sports groups, music groups, not clubs or bars, because like I said before, you don't want to overshoot your senses. You don't want to use substance. And you also want to find emotionally balanced humans. And then just allow your body to naturally rewire itself back from spending time with other humans. Humans are made to live together, so this isn't shameful. It's natural. So happiness is not a feeling. It's a system. That's where the safety to be who you are comes from. It's not given, it's cultivated. And because I had depression for half my life, I had to learn each step with double the cost. Because one misstep meant going back to that place, to the beginning. So if you are someone who's trying to find their way into happiness, Like and subscribe, as I will be here next week. And if you feel like life isn't worth living, then watch this video. I will show you that you are being tricked by your own feelings.